Hello and welcome to another edition of the Stench of Truth. Yesterday, of course, was Memorial Day, and what a better time than Memorial Day than to look at the veterans and the Veterans Administration. Now, what's interesting to me, this scandal, okay, is an ongoing scandal that's been going on forever. The fucking veterans have been promised things and have been denied those things ever since the fucking Revolutionary War. This country has a history of fucking stabbing in the back and shitting on fucking veterans. Okay? Now, what I find particularly disturbing in this case is the rat bastard fucking lying scumbag shit-faced asshole President fuckhead Obama, who has the nerve and the audacity to bold-faced lie and say, oh, I just learned about this terrible thing with the Veterans Administration by watching the news. No, you didn't, you asshole! You knew about it before you even became fucking president, you fucking lying shitbag piece of shit! Okay? And then you have asshole John Boner. John Orange Skin fucking Boner. Useless sack of fucking shit, asshole fuckface. John Boner. Okay, alright, what's your solution, Mr. John fucking asshole Boner? Oh, let's just wash our hands of it and privatize the VA system. Oh, sure, that's great. How about this, fuckhead? Let's have something, let's fuck it up so fucking bad, and let's screw people over so many fucking times over the fucking decades. Under your fucking watch, you shitbag, and instead of fucking fixing it, no, let's privatize it. And of course, that'll work out better because every time the government privatizes something, it turns into a big, beautiful rose garden of love and wonderment. Fuck no! It turns into a fucking disaster every fucking time! Not only that, but I'm sure the veterans will have to pay exorbitant amounts of money in the new privatized VA system too, on top of the fact that they have no limbs, PTSD, and numerous other fucking problems, okay, that they can't even get in to see a doctor about. To cover their tracks with lying and falsification of records and everything else that's going on here. Well, I got something to say to fucking I got a pen and I got a fucking phone Obama. That is an executive agency, okay? Which means that he has abilities with executive orders in this particular case to get things done at the Veteran Affairs Agency, okay? But he hasn't done it. You want to know why? Because he has no fucking intention of doing it. He doesn't give a shit how many people fucking die. He murders people every fucking day. He orders the death of thousands of fucking people. What does he care whether the people who are fighting the wars that are unjust and completely unnecessary, what does he care if they end up scarred, bruised, battered, and destroyed? And this does not just apply to a voluntary army for any of you out there who say, oh, well, they signed up for this. Well, let's not forget that they signed up for more than just fighting in a goddamn war. They signed up for certain benefits and certain things that were promised to them. But we're not just talking about a volunteer army here. We're talking about people who are drafted and forced to serve. And these people are also getting the fucking shaft because they were promised things that they were not then given. So fuck you, you fucking piece of shit Obama, and fuck you, John asshat fucking Boner. And fuck everybody in the fucking Congress and Senate who never does a goddamn thing. You consider the fucking House of Representatives. And they could bring up a vote to defund Obamacare or to destroy Obamacare 900 billion fucking times. But they can't do a goddamn single motherfucking thing ever that benefits anybody. And the only time they ever talk about anything as like a solution to a fucking problem is privatize it and give it to a big fucking corporation to fuck it up even more and make people pay even more fucking money for nothing. And I'm sick of it. And on this Memorial Day, I say to every one of these veterans out here who have suffered, okay? Now, first of all, I'm totally against war. I'm totally against war. Totally against war. Totally against war. Totally against war, which means that I'm totally against making any more veterans that suffer from the debilitating things that happen to you as a result of war. I'm all for that. And I have to give props to a guy on Facebook for saying, how about we don't make any more veterans? And I'm all for that, okay? I'm all for it. But in the meantime, right now, I hope all of the veterans around this country will realize, if you don't already, that there is no difference between the two parties. They both want to fuck you. And you need to stand up now and fight for your fucking rights while this is in the news. Because once it goes away again, they're not going to talk about it for another 25 fucking years. In the meantime, how many of you good people are going to suffer as a result of that? I hope that all of the veterans in this country will stand up and will demand and fight for and claw and kick and fucking scream to have this situation fixed. That means more doctors, more care, more everything. I don't care what the fuck it costs. If you could send billions of dollars to fucking Ukraine to help the fascists over there in some ploy to go against Russia, then you could send billions into the fucking VA to fix the goddamn problems that you have consistently made worse and never fucking addressed. And this is a travesty for the Obama administration and should be something that is the object of congressional hearings in the way of trying to poke the president in the eye. But it won't happen because there's responsibility all the way around the fucking board. But if there was anything that this president could be impeached for, which obviously there probably are hundreds of things that we don't even know about, it's certainly the scandal at the Veterans Administration. It really is. And instead of bringing up Benghazi 200 million times for no fucking reason, ass-faced motherfuckers, why don't you try doing something positive for once? Ever. At all. Well, you won't, of course, and I know I'm screaming on deaf fucking ears. Because all you care about is where your next basket full of fucking money is going to come from, and whose asshole you can lick, who gives you the most of it. What corporations you can give money to, what tax breaks you can give to the rich, because that's all you're good for. When it comes to that kind of legislation, by gosh and by golly, it passes both houses in lickety-split fucking fashion, doesn't it? Yeah, because that's your whole modus operandi. Fuck all of you fucking politicians. If there's one thing, if there's one motherfucking thing that this government should be fucking doing, besides all the other thousands of things it should be doing, okay? If there's one priority thing that this fucking country should be doing, it is taking care of the veterans who have fought in wars for the glory of this fucking imperial fucking corporate dynasty we call the United States of America. Bottom fucking line. Thank you. Good night.